Welcome each and everyone to episode number 12 of my challenge run through Dark Souls 3. I have to apologize. This episode is already recorded, but for some reason I lost about 10 minutes of gameplay footage. So you get a rather short episode, as well as there's a little bit missing. So from here on I will cut just right into the episode, so don't wonder if I'm just in the middle of a sentence or something like that. That's because a little bit of the footage is lost. I really don't know why. I checked the settings, everything is just fine. It should have recorded the whole thing as I wanted it to, but for some reason it didn't happen like that. Yeah, I just can apologize for that. I still hope you enjoyed the episode, so have fun with it. So we can go here and just do this little plunge attack, and then we can kill this one, and we also can kill this one. We might just throw stuff at the other one, but I think we don't even trigger him if we go down now. So what we want to do is we want to go to this one. Why was he here right now? Fuck that guy. That guy actually does a lot of damage. He's way stronger than all the other ones with that weapon we've met so far. So now there's still this thing, and there are some enemies in here, like that one, and there's the one there that drops down. At first this one, and now this one. So yeah. You really have to be aware of those guys jumping down at you. Now we have to fight 2 more Grave Wardens. There's the one here that we just killed. And there's one coming down. If we take too much time for that one, you might just have to fight 2 at the same time. Seriously, the club damage is so fucking ridiculous. It's so, I don't know. It's way too strong. It shouldn't be that strong. Oh, I almost ran into that guy. So we have this guy right here that tried to ambush us. So this area actually is really tricky. A lot of enemies that try to not be seen. There's also a guy with a big axe just around the corner there, and if you start the fight with these guys, the guy from around the corner will show up and try to kill you. There he is. And there's one climbing up there. Still not too much of a big deal, but yeah, you have to be careful in this area. So now we can open up this thing. From here we can open up a new shortcut that leads to the bonfire we were at. So now we are inside of the cathedral. Here are some of those slime enemies. Actually, those slimes are extremely tanky if you don't use something that's effective against them, like, for example, fire. But the club apparently is effective enough to kill them quite fast. Also, slimes are dangerous as well. You have to watch out for them. Sometimes they are at the ceiling and drop down on you. And then they have like some kind of grabbing attack, and well, then you're stuck in an animation and you take a lot of damage. These guys aren't really hard. They use fireballs and try to stab you with their candlesticks, but it's really not too much of a big deal. Yeah, I think he is actually... There's the slime that always drops down on me. That slime drops down if you go down there and then come up. Then he drops down on you. So, before I go there, I'm going to go this way. opening up this one, and opening up this one. So now we can go this way from this bonfire. So new shortcut. Yeah, let's see how far we can get this episode. So here in the cathedral there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a kind of secret area. Here are 2 NPCs. Here 2 giants. There actually was one of them, but I don't want to trigger him just now. Right now I want to go down here. Here's a evangelist and a deep gem that we can use to infuse a weapon. I mean, why shouldn't I take it if I have the opportunity to? So giving him the backstab, and now actually the club is really a fucking bad weapon to fight the evangelists, because it's almost impossible to give them a usual hit without getting some damage in return. So now the slime will try to drop down on us if we go through that hallway here. So I'm just going to dodge. Oh, whoa. Okay, he dropped actually down too early. And now we go here, and he is the first giant. That giant now tries to hit us while we are running here around. So you have to keep an eye on that guy. You can dodge through his attacks, but the dodges have to be timed correctly. And we take care of that guy later. We are not allowed to kill him too early. So we don't just go there and kill him now. That would be stupid. Right now I want to go here, and there are more of those guys. One up here that's going to drop down, kill him, and then there are 2 that climb up, and one of them just fell down. I hate it when that happens, because down there's a strong enemy and I really like to fight that guy alone. Here's a miracle that seek guidance. It's some kind of spell that, I don't know, I think it shows you where you have to go to proceed in the storyline, but I really don't exactly know what's with that spell. I never used it. So up here we get an evangelist and I think 2 enemies, one normal and one with a crossbow or something like that. We might just be able to do a backstab on the evangelist. No, we don't. We can't do a backstab. So the guy with the crossbow okay, it's only a guy with the crossbow and he jumped down there. Oh no, it's 2 guys and both of them jumped down. So yeah, I don't really care for those guys, so I just wanted to kill the evangelist. I thought there was an item here, but apparently there wasn't an item, so well, never mind. Some souls for killing the evangelist, still a good thing. We got plenty of souls right now. 30,000, that's quite good. So now we go down here. Here we have a chest, and that chest is actually a mimic. We can see the blood stain right there, so pretty obvious that this one is a mimic. Let's see how fast we can kill. Wow, mimics are usually extremely overtuned with stats. Well, I know it's old. At this point it's old already, but I'm really surprised how much damage I'm doing with that club. I still think it's fucking ridiculous how much damage I do. So here's this guy. I'm going to kill him really quick before the fight with the knight there starts. As soon as you go in here, the knight from there is coming down the way, and these guys are pretty tough. They have some tricks up their sleeves. They have, for example, they have this magic. Now every time their mace is hitting the ground, they there's like it leaves a mark that explodes after a few seconds. I think they got sorry. I think they got some other miracle as well, like pushing you away or healing them, something like that. So in here is another strong enemy. It's up on the ceiling, so I'm just going this way. The enemy here is also attacking you, and it stacks curse on you as it fights you. You can't cheap. Seriously? I can stagger that guy with one? What the actual fuck? That guy is meant to be difficult, at least a little bit. I mean, it's not like these guys are super hard enemies, and if you know how to deal with them, it's not. But seriously, I basically killed him with one hit. I hit him one time on the head, and he was staggered, and he's dead. What the fuck? You saw that thing was huge. That thing was meant to be strong. Okay. So again, one of those guys dropped down on me, and I wasn't careful enough. So yeah, a lot of them. Like there's another one. Come down here so I can kill you. And there's one roaming around with the sword. And on the other side of this stuff, on the other side there are two of them roaming around together with a knight. These knights also can have instead of a mace, great sword instead of mace and shield. And you also can get the armor as well as the great sword, the mace and the shield from those guys. So that is pretty nice. So there are two guys around the corner that will attack at some point. Okay. A good thing my club does ridiculous damage, so usually those knights are pretty strong enemies. I struggle to deal with them a lot with all my other characters, but apparently not with this one. Okay, those guys fuck me up so badly right now. So I got that one, and I got the other one. I might just wanna collect the items and kill more of those guys that might wanna trap you, and then I'm going to trigger another NPC invader. So if we go this way, there's another one that's going to drop down, and we just fucked up. Is that guy for real? I mean, seriously, what's wrong? I just struggle so hard with those thrall enemies right now. So I'm just going to use Ember. So now in this area there will be how's he called? Longfinger Kirk or something like that. That guy got a broadsword with spikes. So there he spawns. And a shield with spikes and an armor with spikes. We can get all that stuff if we kill him in the cathedral. and the sword is inflicting bleeding damage, and his armor has the special ability that you oh shit, that you you deal damage to your enemies if you roll into them. So that's kind of nice. The armor is pretty popular actually. A lot of people use them. We get the sword and the shield right now. The armor we can get at a little secret area that we venture through to this, or maybe next episode, I don't know. So we just open a new shortcut. And we're here again. So now, okay, we could go here and there we get to another secret passage, but I don't want to do that now, because if we do that, we just can't trigger a specific NPC encounter I want to have. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to kill this guy, and then we pull that lever here, right here. So this thing goes up, and then we pull another one. Where is it? I don't know. Well, there's another lever at least, so we pull that one. I actually don't know why this one is here, but yeah, I don't really care at all. So what we want to do now is we want to kill the giant. Usually you try to pull out the slimes, because here are a lot of slimes. So what we're going to do is we kill the ones that are really close here. The giant only attacks us if we go really close to him or shoot stuff at him. Then he throws mud at us. A little bit risky, but a way more efficient strategy is if you just go in, even though there are a lot of slimes, and just fight the giant, because while you're dodging the attacks of the giant hits the slimes and kills them as collateral damage. So we're just going to, but as you can see, we have the fat roll while we're in here, so it is a little bit hard. Actually, I think that giant is going down really fast, as my club damage is fucking insane. I think the giant is down. Yeah. So now, I really don't care for the slime enemies right here. I'm just collecting all the stuff we find here. We find here an armor set and also some weapons, I think. We find the Drang armor. And I think we also find dual-wielded maces. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just wrong at that. But yeah, there they are, the Drang hammers. That are dual-wielded maces. Pretty awesome weapon. I never used them too much. But I might just do in the future with another character. So what we have here is some priestess. Some priests, so some of those monks. We have to be careful. You can see there's one guy sleeping on the bench. That guy isn't going to act anything upon us until we destroy the bank. And the monks actually try to throw firebots at you, and they can destroy the bench and make this guy waking up like that. So I wanna kill that monk as well, and then we're going to kill the guy with the sword, or at least we try to. We might fuck up on that one. So the guys with the swords, I think they are harder than the guys with the shields. But that's, I think, pretty subjective. Especially with the club, the guys with the shield are way easier, as they don't have as much power armor as the guys with the big weapons. Whoa, I actually almost killed him. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to talk about how strong that club actually is right now. At this point, you all should know that. So the episode is almost done, but before we end the episode, I want to open up another shortcut. And that shortcut actually triggers that there are some NPCs at places, because the shortcut is this door, and if we open this door and then reset the area by going to a bonfire, in that direction an NPC will spawn, and one NPC will be Siegwart. We will meet Siegwart again, and he then is in that thing. I forgot the English word for it. So right now I'm opening up this one, and that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you had fun, and see you next time. Bye.